the information superhighway, an online network called Internet.
See, look, I have like 7 motion alarms since we walked in
Just
here.
from us sitting here?
Yeah.
Oh boy, I cannot hear very much out of my headphones. Is there like a headphone volume turn up button?
Maybe. Let's see. Monitor select.
Maybe on here. Is this a thing?
Oh, yeah, probably.
Can I do anything here?
There's also controls on the actual headphone cups,
Okay. Oh, okay.
I believe.
Is there? Yeah,
Yeah.
volume increase.
Try
All
that.
right, let's try this. It's not doing anything.
What the?
I can barely. I don't even think I can hear anything out of these headphones.
Why not?
I don't know. Nothing's happening.
Why not?
Who knows, man?
What the hell?
I don't know.
What the heck?
Let's trade things.
All right, I'll trade things with you.
Maybe we need to find a sweet spot with this one.
Probably. Well, I can hear. Oh. Yeah, I can hear still. Can you?
Nothing. Hold on. Let me try to find a sweet spot.
Penis. Now I can't hear you.
Let me try to find. Why?
I don't know.
How's that affecting the microphone?
That's very strange.
Oh, I do need to just like rest it in here, I guess.
Oh,
Hold
now
on.
I can hear you.
Do what?
Now I can hear you.
I cannot. I can't hear anything with these.
Oh, now there's like static.
Is there static happening?
There was for a bit.
Oh, I heard you then. It's still very
how about
faint.
now? Can you hear me?
No.
How about now?
Nothing. Just changing.
How about now?
This is the best podcast ever created.
How about now?
Nothing.
You didn't hear anything for any of that?
I can hear a little bit, I think, now.
A little bit?
Maybe. Hold on. I can't hear. Okay. I am picking up. The signal is faint, but it's there. Like, it's so faint that it might as well not be there.
Oh. Well, why didn't you bring headphones?
Because I didn't know we were going to do a podcast, and so we were already in the car.
You should always be well equipped. You should always be ready to podcast.
Okay.
You should always be prepared.
So I'm just going to sit here pretty much half deaf through the whole thing.
I mean, you can take yours off if you want.
That's not very fun. I'll do half on.
Half on, half off.
I can't even hear anything.
Wax
It doesn't
on.
even matter.
Wax off.
That's fine. It just
What
means
do
if
you
we
want?
play music, I can't hear anything.
I probably won't unless something comes up.
Okay.
Well, let's see if you can hear the music and just not the microphones.
Ooh, good test. Listeners, are you hanging in there?
They're hanging in there.
This is a good time.
I like how you just assumed that I was recording.
I saw you push the button. Yeah, I can hear the music just fine.
Strange.
I mean, it's still a little quiet, but
That's quite loud for me.
okay. Yeah.
So I'm good, you're not. I wonder if it's the headphones then.
It's probably just the headphones.
And the up-down was doing anything?
This thing wasn't. I don't know. Maybe the switch itself.
Maybe that will. Yeah, because the controls on the cups I only ever used in Bluetooth mode.
Hey, I got
It's
it.
working now.
It was a physical switch thing here. Good job, everyone.
Hello and welcome to the online podcast. I'm your host, Donald Duck.
I'm your host, Duckle Don.
Daffy Duck.
Oh, I didn't know there were rules to this.
The black one.
Fair enough.
You said you had a story?
Brief story.
Brief history.
We've been joking about doing a Big Wolf on Campus podcast.
Yeah.
And I tweeted about it a while ago, and someone, I won't say their name just quite yet because we're still in talks, but it's a person I've never heard of and I've never met, but they've carved out their little piece of the internet, have been associated with bigger channels. I couldn't hear that, thank goodness.
No, I couldn't either.
And us, potentially, will be doing a Big Wolf on Campus podcast.
Called?
I don't know yet, but it's going to be between two people who have never met before, and we might,
no.
and it might be a disaster, but it might be a grand old time.
We're going to find out.
So thanks for hanging in there, guys. 26 episodes deep. The memes became dreams and realities. And
The dreams will go back to memes, hopefully.
all right.
How you liking that mug?
It's fine.
I haven't drank out of it yet.
Oh, it's like brand new?
No, I got it at Goodwill and I washed it.
Okay.
I got
How
it.
intensely did you wash it?
I put it in the dishwasher.
Okay.
But I just haven't drank out of them yet because I forgot that I owned them because they're on the third shelf.
That's right. I was there when you got these, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 purple, 2 blue.
That's correct. Oops, I spilled
You just
everywhere
spilled it
already. That's
everywhere.
your straws problem.
Nah, it's not the straw. It's the way you use it.
It's not the straw. It's the strawer.
It's the straw
I
man.
got it on my hands.
It's the straw man group.
I'm a messy boy today.
Messy boys. Did you see any good movies lately?
We already talked about Spider-Man: Homecoming. That's about all that I've seen. I've been watching a lot of West Wing. There was a West Wing thing I was going to bring up earlier, but I can't even remember what it was going to be about. So it probably doesn't matter.
That's a tragedy.
Yep.
Who's in that show?
Dude, a ton of people.
Oh, good.
Honestly, like
Bring up the cast.
as the main cast, you know, you've got your Martin Sheens. Rob Lowe is in a couple seasons.
Martin Stein.
Nope.
Oh, God.
Bradley, is it Whitford?
Cooper?
No. It's a lot of people I recognize. Oh, of course. Oh no, I'm forgetting her name. Is Allison Janney?
Who?
CJ Craig. There's just a ton of awesome people in the show, but a lot of the awesomeness comes from the guests, the people that they get on. Like there are randomly like famous people that'll pop up for like an episode or two, like not even like a guest, like, oh, it's an episode that they appear in. They like become a character for like 2 episodes, and it's like, what is this show? They're just getting everyone. They got a ton of people from the Gilmore Girls that have popped up over the course of the couple of seasons.
Let's see here. We got Allison Janney,
I got it.
Bradley Whitford,
Yeah,
Richard Schiff,
he's great.
Martin Sheen.
Yep.
Dule Hill.
Yes, that's right. Oh my God, how can I forget about him? He plays Gus in Psych.
Oh.
Another one of my favorites.
Joshua Malina.
Yes, I just got to the season where he shows up.
Mary McCormack. Rob Lowe.
Rob Lowe.
That's the one. Janelle Maloney.
Mm-hmm.
John Spencer.
Yep.
Stockard Channing.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where all the named cast ends.
Yeah, so a lot of the big names come from just other people who show up, occasionally as characters. We got one of the guys from Friends is in the show now. I never watched Friends, so...
David Schwimmer.
Not David Schwimmer. Not the guy who plays Joey, but the other
Chandler
one.
Bing.
That one.
Oh, shit. What is his name?
I don't know.
Matthew Perry.
Matthew Perry. Sure, that sounds right. He's in the show now.
Friggin' net neutrality thing's still not loading.
Yeah, net neutrality, guys. It's important. The whole thing will probably be over by the time this podcast goes up.
Probably. This goes up in 6 years.
That's right.
Okay.
Or will it if net neutrality fails?
Yep, you're right. I got a security camera.
That's right, you did.
Can you see it?
Yeah, it's right there.
It's pretty obvious.
Yeah, as far as like security stuff, it's not like a very secretive
No.
part of it. I mean, I guess if I wasn't familiar and I just walked in, it would take me a second to
It's
look
not
around.
supposed to be hidden. It's just like
Right, no.
it'll buzz me if somebody walks in my house unattended.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got like a $30 security camera on Amazon on
Heck
Prime Day.
yeah.
So we were at Steak and Shake and I looked at my cat
That's right.
and she was staring into the camera.
Directly into the camera's soul.
Yes.
It
And
was
it's
wonderful.
It's got a 2-way microphone, so I spoke to her.
And she's still recovering, it looks like.
Oh no. Wanda.
She's trying to I feel like she doesn't understand technology, so she's just like, how was he there?
Wanda.
He's too big of a person to fit into that thing.
Here she comes.
Here she comes.
Jump to my hand.
So I was telling you, I took a thing called Neuro Sleep. It's a drink from that I got from a gas station, and it basically just makes you die for like 11 hours, and wake up feeling like you just dug yourself out of your own shallow grave.
Mm-hmm.
And when I woke up, Sparta was in a very similar state for reasons I don't understand. My cat Sparta. So I woke up. He was sleeping next to me.
I love Sparta so
He's the
much.
best. He woke up. He was sleeping next to me, and he woke up. And for the first time, like he's had bedhead before, but he's had bed. This time he had bedhead so bad that like his whiskers were all bent in one direction. Like he was just sleeping for like just dead as a rock for so long.
Maybe he drank some too
I doubt it.
by proxy.
No.
He ingested your fumes.
I drank that stuff pretty quickly.
You farted, and then he sniffed your farts.
And that energy or lack of energy.
Lack of energy transferred into him.
Yeah, I guess it is weird to think of something as an opposite of an energy drink.
Mm-hmm.
But that's kind of what
What does
it
it
was.
taste like? Are there different flavors?
There's of Neuro, there are different flavors, but they each do different things. The
Oh.
sleep one
Let's see.
is the new formula for sleep is a tangerine, which is not a good idea for sleep things because there was a study a while ago that talked about how the color of sleep medications affected how people slept, and when it's orange, people didn't sleep very well because they associated it with daytime, and that's what it was. Normally, you'd have to make it a blue or a purple to kind of get people into the mindset of falling asleep.
Yeah.
But yeah, this was orange.
Sorry.
Are you reading through the flavors?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's Sleep.
Yep.
Mellow Mango.
Okay.
Bliss.
Yes, I've had
White
that one.
raspberry.
That's
to reduce
very.
stress.
It's very tasty. I didn't feel like my stress was reduced, but it's
No.
very tasty.
That's good. Tangerine citrus for daily health.
That one I did not care for at all. It tasted like bad water.
Good. Superfruit infusion, which is Sonic.
That one's very good.
Energy refreshed.
Did not feel energized, but again,
Just
very
tastes good.
tasty. Yeah,
Tropical lychee trim.
I didn't have that
A
one.
new you. So I guess that's like weight loss.
Maybe.
And then naturally alkaline. Aqua is premium. It's just fizzy water.
I didn't have that either.
And then passion fruit. Gasm.
Yes, I've seen this.
Playful energy.
I want to point out that if you go to that page and you scroll down, like it'll like list off a bunch of stuff about like how it works and everything. But at the very end, it'll say like it's not like anything for sex or whatever.
Asterisk. Neurogasm is not a sexual performance
There you go.
product. I guess they got to say that for the nutrition.
There's
facts.
a lot of like hinting at it's meant for
You're
sexual
trying to tell me
health.
that this image is used,
Right,
and
and
it's
then
not.
it's a very sensual image of two people embracing, and then they're just like, guess also though, but it's not
not.
for sex.
It's probably just like so they don't have to mark.
I don't even know if the microphones are picking that
Probably
up.
not. That guy just saw Cars 3. And he's
Yeah,
seen
he
it.
did.
I went to see.
I'm Lightning McQueen.
I went to see Cars 3 with Celeste on opening night.
Why?
Because we're really into cars.
Okay.
Regardless, that was like a spur of the moment thing. We both realized we were on Discord and we realized that Cars 3 had released, and I was like, "Are you down?" So I went. We met up at Studio Movie Girl and saw Cars 3.
Nice.
But right after, there was a guy in like a sports car who was fucking revving his engine and was going as fast as humanly possible. I was like, this guy just got out of Cars 3.
It's like when
And
you
he-
watch a Jackie Chan movie.
Yeah,
you just
and you
want
wanna
to
fight everyone.
Everything.
Exactly.
It's that, but with cars.
Exactly. And we were like on the same path for the longest time, and he wasn't even going that fast. He just had a loud engine. So I
Yeah.
was just racing him the whole way. I was passing him and being like, "Sorry, guy."
I'm not meaning to show you up.
It was a tragedy. But anyway, I kind of wanted to look at the sleep behind neuroscience.
That's very. I mean, I haven't seen Cars 3, but just from what I gather, that's kind of maybe he was going through the same mindset of like, no, but it's fast. Why am I so maybe he should retire or something? You know?
Oh, yeah.
Was that a joke that they made in Cars 3? Like retire?
Oh no, that's a missed opportunity.
What? Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
All right, let me be a Pixar writer.
Hire me,
happen.
Pixar. All right, let's look at this sleep drink because I might try this tonight. Neuro Sleep helps with the one thing we all love and probably don't get enough of. I want some like market.
Sex
Hold on.
gasm.
I want some like.
God, I would love to have a band called Sexgasm.
We are Sexgasm.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. I'm trying to find.
And
some
just like
music.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, it's just like porn music.
Yeah, exactly. But we get really intense up to that moment.
Let's see here. Trying to find some like royalty-free YouTube ad music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have gotten flagged on a couple of the podcasts.
Have we?
I think so, yeah.
I
I think we got flagged. I think we got flagged on the state song one.
Oh, that makes sense.
And we
By
might
Mike Greenlee. Fuck you, Mike Greenlee.
No, I don't think it was Mike Greenlee. I think it was one of the other dozen ones that we listened to.
But it was the Texas one.
And that would be Texas's way.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah, this will work.
Ooh.
This will work.
For describing sleep?
No, for just this brand. Ready?
Okay, yeah.
Neuro Sleep helps with the one thing we all love and probably don't get enough of.
What's that, Dylan?
Sleep.
Oh, man.
We all require different amounts of sleep.
It's
Anything
true.
less adds to a running total referred to as a sleep deficit.
We've talked about that here previously on this podcast.
We sure have. But with active lives and active minds, usually in the middle of the night, it's not always easy to get the rest we require.
Bring it home.
Melatonin-based Neuro Sleep offers a gentle push towards sleep, providing for some the momentum needed for that highly coveted state known as restful sleep. Neuro Sleep is a liquid dietary supplement, not a beverage. Want to know about the science behind it, P. Scotty?
Please tell me.
Neuro Sleep combines the benefits of melatonin with 5-HTP. That stands for 5-hydroxytryptophan for all you fucking faggots out there. Magnesium and L-theanine, plus the superfruit extracts pomegranate, acai, and blueberry. Melatonin is naturally produced in the body in the absence of sunlight to help prepare the body for rest. Melatonin is also ubiquitous in nature, occurring in plants, grains, and some fruits, suggesting it.
Your fruits out there.
Yeah, for all you fucking fruits. Suggesting it may have other functions aside from regulating the biological clock, circadian rhythm, of mammals. The ingredient has been thoroughly studied for its effects on sleep. See Expanded Science for references.
Thoroughly studied.
Down to the grain. Magnesium is a mineral and electrolyte provided at 50 milligrams per bottle, 13% DV.
13, not 12.
L-theanine is an amino acid found in green tea, which may not influence sleep. Hold on.
It's there for no reason.
Mike, is that right? Okay, all right. Thanks, Mike. Magnesium is a... Oh, wait, I already got to that one. But has been studied for its purported relaxation effects. Lastly, 5-HTP is a form of L-tryptophan, an amino acid commonly associated with and found in turkey.
Turkey, Thanksgiving, family meals.
Let's have a thanks for all those givens out there.
Let's shall.
5-HTP is present in Neuro Sleep at a very low dosage.
Not too high.
Can't take away too much from those turkeys. For all you fucking hams out there.
God.
For more detailed science on Neuro Sleep, click here. Caution.
We had to replace our announcer at the last second.
Caution. Neuro Sleep provides 3 milligrams of melatonin per bottle. Melatonin is not recommended for children or women who are pregnant or nursing without the advice of a physician. For more information on the safe use of Neuro Sleep, click here.
Click here.
Click here. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration, so we could be lying at our ass.
Absolutely.
This product is not intended to diagnose, cure, or treat, or prevent any disease.
How would it be used to diagnose a disease?
I don't know. You know what I'm real tired of?
Your sass.
Fucking iOS 11's little music thing in the control center, it's not working.
Yeah, did you get to the latest update?
It won't let me.
It won't let you?
No, it says I'm up to date.
Did you try today?
Yeah, I think so. Let me check.
Because it was telling me I was up to date for the past couple of days, but I got an email from Apple saying that I could update today.
Okay. Let me see. Because I wanted to switch because there's some interesting changes.
There's some interesting changes, but I keep hearing it's so buggy.
Like even worse so?
I did get one of the people, Everything Apple Pro, on YouTube's. Go follow him. Is it you up to? You get it now?
It's saying I can go to beta 2.
Yeah.
Beta 3 is out.
Oh.
What the? I thought I was already.
I don't know.
Whatever.
Maybe is it public beta 2?
Oh yeah, maybe it's public beta 2, and developer beta 3. The one I stole.
There you go.
Wait. Oh, there are 3 different flavors of sleep.
Oh, okay. Well, the one in the store was just called the new improved formula. It only had the one.
Yeah, they're all new improved formula.
All right, fair enough.
It's a peach apricot, tangerine dream,
That's the one I had.
and mellow mango.
Mm. Are they all orange?
Yeah, this is the same bottle.
It's not very good.
No.
I mean, if you're gonna base your whole product off of science, make it a blue or purple.
Blurple.
A blurple.
Bloople.
Mm-hmm.
What can
But
you
yeah,
find, Neuro?
the fact. So I
Steenie.
had the Sonic one first, which was like the energy one, because I was like, I want energy, but I'm tired of all these different energy drinks that I've been having. So I tried it. I didn't get a lot of energy from it, but it was really tasty. Then I tried the anxiety one, the Bliss, one day, and I was like, again, I'm not feeling much bliss, but it's very tasty.
Yeah.
They're all carbonated except for the sleep one. The
That makes
sleep
sense.
the sleep one has a very. It's like it tastes like it's a medicine. Like it's a good flavor, but because of the lack
Just
of
bottled
because of
ZzzQuil.
because of the lack of like bubbles, or just it has an interesting flavor
Oh.
to it
Is
that
it
makes
syrupy?
it. It's kind of syrupy. I mean, it's still kind of light, but it's not nearly as
Yeah.
light as all the other. So I don't know. It just when there's a line that you read in there where it says it's not a beverage.
Yeah.
And I was like, that makes a lot of sense to me now. After
It's
drinking
a
it,
supplement.
that's the one. So I looked when I saw it in the gas station. I went on my phone and I went on Amazon and to look at reviews of the Sonic one or of the Bliss one. But since they're all packaged on the same page, all of the reviews were for like whatever flavor they had, and almost every single one of them was for the sleep ones, and everyone was saying like the sleep one is amazing, it really puts you to sleep, but definitely wouldn't do more than half of a bottle. And so with that knowledge in my head, I was like, I'm gonna do the whole bottle.
Fuck
And
you guys.
It destroyed me.
Good. I'm glad.
I was already pretty tired, so I don't know how much it affected like me going to sleep,
Yeah.
but waking up, I absolutely felt like my whole body was
tragedy
like
had hit.
subject to torture while I was asleep.
Have you heard / seen the report of the week?
Report of the week? I don't know. I don't know what that is.
Oh, good.
Uh-oh.
Oh, good.
Uh-oh.
Oh, good.
Explain.
You're familiar with food reviewers, yes?
Yeah. I'm friends with some of them.
Oh, yeah. This is a food reviewer like you've never seen.
Okay. Is it a parody of a food reviewer?
Nope. He was a bread and butter food reviewer. Let's see here.
Like literally he just reviews bread
This
and
is
butter?
one of his most famous videos.
Uh-oh. We're going to get flagged again.
Review. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are here with yet
Okay.
another review.
This is like an hour-long
So,
video
This review
where
This,
he reviews
has really
great
come to
value
fruition,
water
and now
versus
it's just
fountain spring water.
mostly due to a massive outpouring
That's
of
interesting.
community support.
I feel like I've seen that guy before.
Oh, I'm sure you have. He is a horrifying human, but I love him.
He looks... You know what he looks like to me? He looks like a second-generation mortician.
Yes.
Like wearing his father's suits, sort of a thing.
He exclusively wears suits from like the 80s and 90s.
That's amazing.
And he always puts his hair like that.
Of course.
And he has that vague accent. And oh god, he's incredible. He just reviews food, and every year he puts up an average day video, which is basically just an hour-long vlog of how he gets ready and how he does his work. And he's like super into like classic radio and like short or
AM radio.
no, he like broadcasts his own podcast on the radio,
Oh, heck yeah.
like shortwave radio.
I like that.
So he's like a fucking vampire. He's nocturnal, at least at the time of his last average day video.
Mm-hmm.
He got up at like 9 p.m. I'm clearly not judging because this is me normally, but he got up at like 9 p.m. He lives in Florida currently, I think. And yeah, he got ready, put on his suit, looked for like 40 minutes for his tie, put his nice tie on, showed us everything. And then he went outside with his laptop.
Hold on. Did you watch all of this video?
Of course I did.
Oh my god.
It was great. It's really enrapturing. It's really calming, too.
Did you watch it at normal speed?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why would I watch it at any other speed?
I don't know. To get through it?
No. Get through it. I should have watched it at half speed so I could experience it longer.
Okay.
So he walked outside with his laptop and just checked some emails. It was pitch black out.
Of course.
So then he grabbed his like shortwave radio and just started tuning to random channels and did that for like 3 hours. It just was like hanging out, tuning his shortwave radio. And then he's staying with friends right now and they have a pool. So at one point he was like, now I'm gonna clean the pool just so I don't pay rent. So want to make my method here.
Mm-hmm.
Then he went and made like a club sandwich inside and reviewed the club sandwich that he ate like mid video. It's fucking incredible. He made like bacon and everything. God.
Is this guy a minor meme or is he
A little bit, yeah.
Okay.
The people don't understand him because food reviewers are garbage most of the
Hey.
time.
Hey.
Most of the time.
Okay.
Like Joey's World Tour
Mm-hmm.
and people like that just yell
Yeah.
and have nothing. Because there's like a gimmick to the one that you know, right?
The reckless eating?
Yeah.
I don't know if there's a gimmick necessarily, but
Like
he,
a thing.
potentially. I don't mean he just kind of reviews all the stuff, but a lot of the stuff he does is either a lot of like gross or super spicy or
Yeah.
whatever,
There
like
you go.
reckless eating
Yeah.
sort of thing. He also has a fun. This is one of those things that like if you're a YouTuber, you kind of understand this. When someone has a really good name for a series, it's just like, oh, that's so good. He has a show called Car BS. And so full spelled out, it's carbs.
Oh.
And it's
I
like,
like
him
that.
it's him like reviewing stuff in the car, like you typically from a gas station or something.
Yeah.
So it'll be like a new donut that 7-Eleven has
like
or
that.
something like that. That's such a good name that I'm like justifies everything. Fantastic. But yeah, I don't know. What were you gonna say?
But he's like so people make fun of food reviewers a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes people include him as like a cringy food reviewer, report of the week, but they don't get it.
Yeah.
They don't understand. And if that's ever the case, you go into the comments of one of those, has like a half dislikes, and everyone's like, okay, I get it with everyone, but leave review bra alone.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they call him. No one knows his name. He did an interview with CNN. They never revealed his name.
That's amazing.
He's just here. He either calls himself the report of the week, or very rarely he will acknowledge that people call him review bra, and he says review bra. It's amazing. His personality is so scary, and he is just. I was aware of him for a while, just like that he existed, but I never really watched his videos until
Yeah.
Celeste like sat me down one day and was like, "Listen,
we're gonna watch 4 hours
We
of this
were-
man tuning a radio.
we were on Rabbit and we were showing each other YouTube videos, and she pulled up the spring water versus Great Value drinking water, and I was like, oh god, this is amazing. I love every minute of this because like his sense of humor is so strange too.
Heck yeah.
He's like 100% joking all the time, but you can't tell. Like he's so it's very strange.
You're in love with this man.
He's a good boy. He's just a good quality boy.
In reality, I feel like I would not want to be friends with him. for
Oh
sure.
god. I want him to be my live-in food reviewer.
Yeah.
I want him to just sit in that chair right there and never move.
And you just every time you order something from Postmates,
And like, hey, review brah. Does this look good?
he wouldn't even reveal his name to you.
No. I don't want him to. I don't want to know. I just want him to be the report of the week. He's intro. He goes, this is the report of the week. And then he says, I forget the name of his show. He has a name of his show. I think it's Running on Empty Food Reviews. Let me get a classic. He just reviewed Popeye's chicken shrimp thing. He does it there. Let's see.
Here's the thing about food reviewers, though. If you haven't pulled it up, we can listen to it.
Yeah.
Right.
Hold on to your anecdote. I got like 9 minutes through this video.
That's okay.
Hello, everyone. This is Running on Empty Food Review.
Says it like that every time. And he sits down. And it's like, it's really endearing. It's like the heart of YouTube. Because it's so low budget, but so endearing.
I love it.
Like, he just has a camera, and he just sets it up wherever, and he's just genuine. I think that's why people like him.
Or is it just a character that he's playing?
I don't think it's a character.
No.
I don't think he's fully equipped to play a character like
You
that.
don't think so?
Because in his average day videos, you see his closet, and it's just suits from like the 70s.
I mean, what if that's just the
he's so
extent
dedicated
that he just for that one video he could have easily
that's
just
fair.
went to Goodwill and bought a whole bunch of stuff.
Nah. Review Bra's honest.
All right, fair enough.
He's fully honest. What were you gonna say about food reviewers?
I was gonna say that's the thing about food reviewers is number one, it's one of the things that YouTube likes because it's pretty simple to make those types of videos. A lot of people just set up a camera either in their car, in their home, and you just eat. You just like try food.
Just eat food.
And obviously you're a reviewer, so there's some weight behind what you're saying because there are people who will be like, I don't want to buy something unless I see what his reaction is to it. It's the same thing with movie reviewers. Like, I don't want to watch this movie unless I know what this guy's reaction is because whatever. So like, I tweeted this out. I tweeted this out at Matt from Reckless Eating, and I saw, and it's not new, but it's new to me. I guess I just missed it. The 1893 Pepsi Soda.
Never heard of it.
It came out like
In 1893.
No, it came out in I think 2016.
Oh, okay. What is
but
it?
I'd never seen it. It's basically just Pepsi, and different like they've got like a ginger ale, they've got like an orange soda or whatever. They have a blueberry one that I tried because I was like, I've never heard of a blueberry soda before. Yeah. I want to try that out. But it was the gist, the kind of cool thing about it is number one, kind of a retro style can, which it looks kind of neat.
That's fun.
But what makes it different is instead of using like a high fructose corn syrup, they just use like, I guess a certain type of sugar. It's not like the real cane sugar or whatever. It's not like that.
So it's not like Mexican Coke.
Right. It's not like that. It's like a different kind, I guess.
That's strange.
Yeah. It's just like another thing. And the gist of it was, the reason I guess they're calling it 1893 is because it's going back to like how they would have made it back in that day, in that time period, sort of a thing.
So it's not just like a whole surplus of Pepsi that they found from 1893 in an abandoned warehouse.
Know if that was a thing. I don't know when Pepsi was created. So
yeah, well, John Pepsi in 1870 started working on it, and he had all these cartons of Pepsi that he stored away in a warehouse. But then he died tragically, and his son, 20 years later, he tripped on a can of Pepsi.
Oh, man.
And then hit his head on another can of Pepsi.
I was hoping you would say Coke, and that's what started the rivalry.
No, unfortunately not. That was actually on John Pepsi II, who 20 years later found out about his father's will and that.
Which was his illegitimate son.
Will Pepsi, yes.
Will Pepsi.
Will Pepsi had been trying to find the Pepsi formula, but apparently the Pepsi formula can only be passed down through name. So John Pepsi II knew it. He didn't know that he knew it, but when Will brought it up, he knew.
It just like clicked in his brain. He was like, "Oh yeah, of course I know what."
It's just he just knew.
Is it like this is a true thing? The KFC, I think it's Coke as well. Or one or the other, or both. Who knows? It's an anecdote that could be applied to anything.
Sure.
The idea is that two people in the world know the ingredients and proportions that make either Coke or
Coke.
KFC. It's Coke. Okay. I think there
secret
might be a
formula.
KFC one as
Probably.
well.
The
But-
Colonel's secret recipe.
Yeah, but the idea is that that only the two people know it, and they act as like president and vice president, where they can never they have the same transportation at the same time, because if something happens to one, they can't happen to the other. Because can you imagine if only two people knew the recipe to Coke and they both died? What would the world do?
I think that's a lie.
I think what I think would happen. They would just go into the vault and get the
That-
recipe.
Or it's all just a marketing scheme, and
Yeah.
literally thousands of people know the recipe for Coke.
I would say probably hundreds, not thousands.
I think we all know the recipe for Coke.
Yeah.
But it's locked inside us until we drink a special can of Coke with a golden ticket inside of it.
Yeah, is that what happens?
Yeah, and then
I feel
our
like
third eye opens.
I feel like for something like that, it's very difficult. How would you mass produce it if the people at the factories didn't know how to make
Exactly.
it? You know what I mean? But I mean, I'm sure you could get around that in some crazy roundabout way. You could get around it, but I don't know. It seems more like a marketing thing for sure.
I'm trying to see
Anyway,
if
I the reason I brought that up is because I saw that in the store and I was like, I want to.
oh right the
I was like
1893.
I was like I don't know what this is, but all I'm thinking right now is, has Matt tried this? Because I want to know his thoughts on it. And he was like, it's pretty good.
So I'm on Snopes.com right now.
Yeah. Did they have the story?
No,
Oh.
but I had a thought
Okay.
about, because people are like, oh, cocaine's in Coke.
Yeah.
But how true is that? That's what I'm looking up.
Interesting. I want to tell you, I have a very similar reaction when people bring up the fact or factoid of like, well, the original formula had cocaine in it.
Yeah.
If I had to make a pre-guess, if we're gonna figure this out on
Yes.
air, I'm gonna make a pre-guess that it's not that it had cocaine, but it used parts of the plant.
Yeah. I would
right.
agree.
And then people as like a fun thing where it's like cocaine though. But when I posted the picture of the can, I was like of Pepsi, I got some people on Snapchat that were like, "Be careful though, because the original Coke had cocaine in it." And it's one of those like pieces of trivia that I've heard so much to the point where it's like, why do people feel the need to say it?
Yeah. I think it's like one of those things that's like so strange that
What's the
people take
thumping
pride in
noises
it.
happening right now?
Oh, that's people using their dryer upstairs.
Gotcha.
I don't think it can be picked up.
All right. But yeah, anything that's kind of like I feel is a common knowledge kind of factoid thing, I'm just like, yeah, no, but we all know. It's almost like, and I'm sure I did this when I was a child. It feels like when a child learns something new and they want to teach it to everybody.
Yeah.
Even though everyone else already knows it.
For sure. This is called Seeking the Truth.
Ooh, I like it.
Let's see here. Wow, this website is not loading very well.
Maybe it's just your phone.
Or iOS 11 beta.
I could do it because the net neutrality thing wasn't loading very well.
It's loading. It's just only loading like half. Let me open it in Safari. Sorry, this music's a little much for what we haven't gotten into yet.
I will say, I'm working on potentially doing a video about Scooby-Doo because there's that super cool company. I forgot the name of it. It's probably like Hunt a Killer or something like that. I don't know. It's a subscription box service because we don't have 1,000 of those already.
Nope.
It's a subscription box service that delivers like,
Music makes me want to do things faster.
right? Don't you wish you were at like a keyboard, just like,
Yeah, like
typing away real
trying to
fast?
get into something.
I'm trying to hack the mainframe.
All right, it's working in Safari, but finish your anecdote.
Yeah, the idea is it just sends like a murder mystery to your
Oh, right.
doorstep. I think it's really cool. We're not sponsored by them at all yet, and probably won't be,
Dun, dun, dun.
but that would be a lot of fun.
I'm gonna restart this track, just because it's only 2 minutes long.
Okay.
All right. The claim: Coca-Cola used to contain cocaine. Origin. We wait for the music. All right. Coca-Cola was named back in 1885 for its 2 medicinal ingredients: extract of coca leaves and cola nuts. Just how much cocaine was originally in the formulation is hard to determine, but the drink undeniably contained some cocaine in its early days. Frederick Allen describes the public attitude towards cocaine that existed as Coca-Cola's developers worked on perfecting their formula in 1891. This is where if I had an Alan Watts text-to-speech generator, I would use it.
Gotcha.
But I'll do an Alan Watts impression.
Please
instead.
do.
The first stirrings of a national debate had begun over the negative aspects of cocaine, and manufacturers were growing defensive over charges that use of their products might lead to cocainism, or the cocaine habit. The full-throated fury against cocaine was still a few years off, and Candler and Robinson were anxious to continue promoting the supposed benefits of the coca leaf.
Go on.
But there was no reason to risk putting more than a tiny bit of coca extract in their syrup.
None whatsoever.
They cut the amount to a mere trace.
A trace.
Allen also explains
That's
that
3 in
cocaine...
Spanish.
It's the wrong spelling, sir.
Sorry. I cannot see the screen.
Allen also explains that cocaine continued to be an ingredient in the syrup in order to protect the trade name Coca-Cola. But neither could Candler take the simple step of eliminating the fluid extract of coca leaves from the formula. Candler believed that this product's name had to be descriptive, and that he must have at least some byproduct of the coca leaf in the syrup, along with some cola.
A little trace.
To protect his right to the name Coca-Cola. Protecting the name was critical.
Of course it was.
Yeah, thank you, Mike.
It was.
Okay, Mike.
It was critical. One would say crucial.
Coca Crucial.
Oh. Go on.
Oh, excuse me. Candler had no patent on the syrup itself. Anyone could make an imitation, but no one could put the label Coca-Cola on an imitation so long as Candler owned the name.
We gotta hurry this along. The music's gonna end.
Well, I'll just restart it. Hold on.
Okay.
It did end.
Yeah, I figured as much.
This is no longer an Alan Watts impression. I've strayed far from it.
You know what it sounds like to
What's
me?
that?
It sounds like the previously on the Legend of Korra.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The name was the thing of real value, and the registered trademark was its only safeguard. Coca leaves had to stay in the syrup. How much cocaine was in that mere trace is impossible to say, but we do know that by 1902 it was as little as 1/400th of a grain of cocaine per ounce of syrup. I sound like Kenny.
Kenny who?
Kenny Drake's friend.
Oh, okay.
That Kenny. I don't know his last name. Yeah, I do. I probably just can't remember it right
Nah,
now.
that's right.
Anyway, he did a voiceover for 100 or 50,000 subscriber special for Drake. That's pretty fun that I did.
Yeah, with Penguin, right? Yeah, I watched that.
That's what it's reminding me of. Anyway, Coca-Cola didn't become completely cocaine-free until 1929, but there was scarcely any of the drug left in the drink by then.
Scarcely.
By Heath's calculation, the amount of E. coli, the amount of E. coli, an alkaloid in the coca leaf that
can't
could
be
be
right.
synthesized to create cocaine,
That cannot be right.
was, shut up, Mike,
okay.
was infinitesimal. No more than 1 part in 50 million.
It's a good SAT word.
In an entire year's supply of 25-odd million gallons of Coca-Cola syrup, Heath figured, there might be 6/100ths of an ounce of cocaine.
A trace.
So yes, at one time there was cocaine in Coca-Cola. But before you're tempted to run off claiming Coca-Cola turned generations of drinkers into dope addicts,
Benny.
welcome to the complete story. Consider the following. Back in 1885,
Consider the following. That's a Bill Nye thing. Do your Bill
Sure.
Nye impression now.
I don't
He
know.
sounds like
I
a
haven't
man.
seen enough of Bill
He
Nye.
sounds like a regular man.
Just a regular guy. Back in 1885, it was far from uncommon to use cocaine in patent medicines, which is what Coca-Cola was originally marketed as. Oh, that's interesting. And other medical potions.
I kind of missed what was
Potions.
interesting because you had a bit of a seizure just then.
It was originally marketed as a medicine, not a
Oh,
drink.
right. Yeah. For
I
sure.
didn't know that.
For sure.
When it first became general knowledge that cocaine could be harmful, the backroom chemists who compared Coca-Cola at the time, long before it became the huge company we now know, did everything they could with the technology they had available at the time to remove every trace of cocaine from the beverage.
Face.
What was left behind, until the technology improved enough for it all to be removed, wasn't enough to give a fly a buzz.
Well, there you go. Next time on Avatar: Legend of Korra.
Yeah, it was called Avatar: Legend of Korra.
Yes, I'm pretty sure. Was it not?
No, it was just called Legend of Korra.
It was called Avatar: Legend of Korra.
Was it?
That's the official title name.
Well, that's stupid.
Well, it's because it was also Avatar: The Last Airbender.
So?
Well, the Avatar's the constant. That's what tied the shows together.
So?
Am I wrong?
Well, I'm looking it up. No, it's just the Legend of Korra.
I'm pretty sure.
It was it's just the Legend of Korra.
All right.
I told you.
Fair enough.
You might be thinking of how fans redubbed The Last Airbender to The Legend of Aang.
No, I've never heard
fit.
of that.
Yes, you have, actually.
No.
Because I remember we had a conversation
The
about
Legend
it
of
once.
Aang?
Yeah. Once Korra came out, fans redubbed Last Airbender to The Legend of Aang just to, keep it consistent.
I don't remember that at all. If we had a conversation about it,
I think we talked about it on Twitter, years ago
fair enough.
or something.
I forget every conversation I have with you.
That's good.
That's why we record them.
So I have a podcast.
Just so I remember.
Just in case one of us runs into some legal trouble.
Either way. Which one did you like more, Avatar: Last
Korra.
Airbender or Avatar: Legend of Korra?
Neither, because the second one doesn't exist. I like Korra better,
Yeah.
which is an unpopular opinion.
No,
I just relate to the characters more.
I think Korra had a really bad second season.
I don't think
Might
it's
have been.
as bad as people think it is, but it isn't great. It's not the best thing.
Whichever season it is where I think it's the second season. The one where it's mostly just teen drama, it feels.
Hey. Yeah, it's the second season.
Yeah, I don't particularly care for that
It's
season.
with the water villain boy.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, chick's head gets blown off by herself in that show.
Yeah,
Remember that shit?
that's the fourth season.
I think so.
Yeah, heck yeah. That's one of the coolest things.
That shit was crazy.
I like all of it. I do like the action in Korra is way better, for sure. I just like some of the story elements in Last Airbender are a little bit more interesting. I feel like Last Airbender didn't really get interesting until third season, and then
Yeah.
third season was like
I
they
like
threw
all of them.
everything.
all of it. But I'm a very character and world boy, and the world is kind of equal in both of them to me. But
Yeah,
character wise, I'm way more on board with Korra's characters,
yeah.
especially Korra and Asami. They're great.
Asami was probably my favorites.
And then they confirmed Korrasami.
They sure
Which was
did.
fucking wild.
Heck yeah.
That was crazy town.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever seen the fan gif of them making out?
No.
It's really well done.
Yeah.
Let me find it. It's fucking terrifying how well done it is. It's just like a normal scene, and then it transitions into them hardcore going at it.
Just it turns into a hentai real quick.
Oh, not hentai. God.
Alright.
It's sensible. It's tasteful.
Alright.
Let me-
Now I felt like it was my original question was unfair, so I want to rephrase. Which one did you prefer better? Avatar: The Last Airbender, Avatar: Legend of Korra, or the Last
movie?
Airbender movie?
This is. I don't want to answer this question. I can't fucking find it.
You know what? That's fine. I'll live.
Oh wait, this might be it.
Uh-oh.
No, that's not it.
It's fine. So you said the twist in Split was that it was revealed that that it's a sequel to The Last Airbender.
Yeah, that's it. At the end of the movie, fucking
At the end of M. Night
Aang walks out.
Shyamalan's Split, it's revealed that James McAvoy is Aang, just older.
Sorry, Ong.
Ong, I'm sorry. You're right.
And
Because isn't he bald in that movie? I mean, he wears wigs
And
and
James
whatnot.
McAvoy?
Yeah, isn't he bald?
in James McAvoy.
In James McAvoy?
Yeah, he's bald.
Yeah, okay.
No, he doesn't wear wigs.
Oh, I thought he did.
He's always bald. He's
Fair
bald throughout the whole
enough.
movie.
I don't know why I thought that. I just figured he has different personalities.
And it really, Split really made me want a Moon Knight movie. Or just a Moon Knight thing. Or just
Yeah.
Moon Knight comics to dive into DID more.
Yeah.
Because they touch on it, but they never like fucking full throttle into it. Except that one story
Yeah.
with where he thinks he's Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And
Heck
others.
yeah.
That
God,
one.
that is probably my favorite like Moon Knight arc.
Bendis write that?
I can't remember. It sounds right.
We don't talk about comics on this show.
You're right.
Sorry. Oh yeah, I wanted to officially apologize for a couple episodes ago where we talked about comics.
Yeah.
Really sorry. I don't know how Scott feels, but
Which episode was that?
I think he was 24. We talked about Homecoming a lot
Oh.
and Marissa Tomei being a gorgeous woman. Anyway.
Can you find a gif of Marissa Tomei making out with cartoon avatars?
with 14-year-old Aang. Hold on. Or no, he's 12.
That's right.
Katara's 14.
That's right.
Sokka's 15 or
Probably
16.
something like that. You mean Soka?
So, is that what they called him?
Yeah.
Oh,
That
jeez.
movie. They just had to mispronounce everyone's name.
Yeah, he wanted to make it his own.
That's right, he did. That was in Star Wars. Anakin was 9 and Padme was 14 when we met.
Mm-hmm.
So it's only a 5-year difference.
Sonic is 17 traditionally. Tails is 12 and Amy is 14. So, you know. It's a little scary.
Strange.
Yeah, it's a little weird.
That's like a weird range of time where you go from like
Yeah.
child to
That's
I
a-
guess adult. I
Yeah,
don't
exactly.
know.
Like 15 to 17 is a huge difference.
Yeah.
But that's your little tidbit of Sonic lore for
I
you.
guess so. Let's just talk about character ages. So, Bicentennial Man was a bicentennial. I don't think that's true.
How old is your character?
My character
Mm-hmm.
in the
Just in life.
just in life.
Oh, the character you're playing on the internet.
The character I play on the internet
Yeah.
is. I like to imagine he's like late 30s.
Really?
Yeah.
That's fair.
I like to imagine he's late 30s, but really wants to be cool and hip and young.
What's your mind age? If you didn't know when you were born, how old would you think you are?
Late 30s.
Oh, okay. So that's the same answer, basically?
Yeah. It's not even like how old I think I am. It's like how old I like how people have like an old soul or whatever.
Yeah.
Like young people who wear like pearl necklaces or whatever. Often like that's a classic
Wink.
example of, what's the wink for?
You know what a pearl necklace is?
No.
It's when a guy comes on a girl in the shape of a necklace.
Yikes.
Come on, Scott.
I could have gone my whole life without knowing that.
Yeah.
Look, I'm 30-something years old. I'm an old man. I don't know these young, hip child things.
I'm like 50, dude. You know, get at me.
Is that what your mind's age is?
That's what
50?
I want to be.
That's what you want to be?
I want to be like old,
I want to be old too. I wish.
but I don't want to be old and at the same state of life I'm in. I want to be old and like married,
Sure.
but I don't want kids.
That's fair.
Fuck kids.
All right. Good lord. Yeah, totally. I want to be. I honestly, genuinely want to be.
2
No.
2 years old.
What am I, a boss baby?
We'll talk to you about boss baby.
No, I want to be, probably 30s and 40s.
Uh-huh.
I've always thought the 30s would be a fun age. And
Sure.
I'm still so far away from it, though. Like, every time I'm like
25?
I'm not even 25 yet.
Oh, you 24?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I'm
You'll get there.
Yeah, for anyone who's new, they're very confused about what age I actually am right now.
Scott is 62.
But anyway, I always thought the 30s would be a fun time. But I do think at that point, I really want to, number one, have a handle on what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Not have to freak out about
Like
everything.
a stable income.
Yeah. And also, I would just kind of like to I mean, it's weird to say. I would like to slow down a bit, but at the same time, like from an outsider's perspective, it feels like I'm already slowing down.
Yeah.
Because when you compare like the amount of videos and stuff that I used to make,
I think
to
that's
now,
the problem with people who perceive NerdSync on the outside is they think like you release a video every couple weeks and they think you're just slacking off.
Yeah.
But it's just the videos you're making are much more highly produced.
They are, and also it's just behind the scenes, dealing with a lot of stuff.
Right.
Working with new people is a slow process. And even look, I'm gonna be honest. There are days when I just don't do anything, and
Sure.
on the outside that
Watch
looks
West Wing.
Yeah, on the outside that looks like it's lazy, but it's really the anxiety of how much work I have to get done paralyzes me.
Yeah, I feel like people forget that especially YouTubers have mental problems and also social lives that they have to keep in balance. Because people see like YouTubers making a living off of YouTube and they're like, oh, that's not a job. So
it's the classic kind of entrepreneurial mindset of, I stopped working, like there was a thing I heard at VidCon where someone was like, I quit my 40-hour-a-week job so I could work 90 hours a week on my own or something like that,
Exactly.
And it's that kind of mindset where, I mean, we're doing something that's not a traditional job,
still
but
work,
it's a
though.
ton of work.
Right, exactly. That's like it's to the point where I'll even forget it myself sometimes because I'll be like, I don't see people for like 2 weeks. I don't have any social interaction, barely leave the house for 2 or 3 weeks. And it's not like, but I'm working all that time. And if I take a day off and just do nothing or go hang out with friends, sometimes I feel bad.
Yeah.
Even though that's just normal. Like people with quote unquote normal jobs have weekends off and vacation days or sick days and stuff they can do, but we don't. It's different.
It's like if you stop swimming, you die.
Yeah,
You just kind of drown, and so you gotta always be doing something. I mean, when I was at VidCon, I wanted so badly just a couple days to relax and hang with my friends and have a good time. But the whole time, because I was working with new people, because I was so behind on the schedule, like nothing got done, and all it did was stress me out because I'm like, why haven't we posted a video this week? Why hasn't anything been done this week? It's because I'm not there, and if I just wasn't here, if I wasn't having a fun time, then maybe stuff would get done.
Exactly.
And it's just it's for me. I mean, it's probably not the same for every single person, but for me, it's constant stress.
Yeah.
But I mean, what else am I gonna do? I'm not trained in anything else, so I'm just gonna die.
Yeah, you're not trained in anything else. It's not like you have skills in running a business and marketing.
I do not have skills in running a business.
All right, well, maybe not that one, but marketing and social media and editing and many skills that you've learned.
But it's like, I want to be my own boss. That's the American dream.
Sure, but you're fine. Okay, that's another thing I feel like people who get into YouTube don't realize is they're like, just because you're a YouTuber doesn't mean you don't have skills that could be applicable other places. You just learned them via YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Hoss? No. Oh, okay.
Explain YouTube.
You got you.
You got a series of tubes.
That's what the internet is.
Your internet.
I think we're done.
Are we done?
58:35.
I don't think we ended on a very high positive note there, though.
On the brown note?
We've talked about that before. We've talked about this on a previous podcast, have we not?
I don't know. Probably.
The Mythbusters did an episode about the brown note.
Is it real?
They couldn't find it.
Oh.
But because there is a great series of potential notes in our sonic range,
Right.
That all it means is they couldn't find it, which is that kind of
Inconclusive.
yeah, I guess I'm gonna go ahead and say no, it's not real.
I want to poop my pants on command.
Yeah,
You know they
I feel like the whole point of the brown note is that you poop your pants not on your command.
Well, no, I just want to go into the bathroom, play a YouTube video, and then all hell breaks loose.
Yeah.
You know how a lot of ghost sightings can be explained by like low frequencies caused by faulty equipment or something?
Yeah.
They have YouTube videos or just sound files that is just that low frequency that you can play. And I don't want to do it, but it fascinates me.
Oh, totally.
If you just play that long enough and like really good headphones, you'll just start freaking the fuck out.
Heck yeah. I forget the name, but there's an audio illusion. Audio illusions are fascinating to me. There's like the notes that continuously go down and they never reach down.
I forget what those are called.
I forgot the names of both of these.
I think
but
they use that a
those
lot
are
in
fun.
Luigi's Mansion.
That sounds right. But then sounds right. And then the other audio
Trash.
illusion is the one where two different tones play in each headphone, and it creates a pulsating noise. But if you take off one, you just hear the one note and it's not pulsating. You take off the other, it's not pulsating. But it's just somewhere your brain takes in those two notes and it creates a pulsating thing that
fun.
you're perceiving, even though none exists. And
Like-
that sort of stuff, I guess, is supposed to help you fall asleep, but I don't really know.
Are you ready for the best illusion? It's
Is
not
it
really
a
an
Doppler effect?
Yeah. I like the Doppler effect.
There you go, everyone.
That's where we're
We're going to be done with that. Hey, if you listen on iTunes, leave us a rating and review that is your best impression of a Doppler effect.
Yeah, please do. Or just do it in the YouTube comment. Or
Or
you know
do it
what?
in the YouTube comments. Yeah.
Send us a Twitter video.
Heck yeah. Send us a Twitter video of you doing a Doppler,
Doppler
effect.
effect, please. At an online podcast.
Hey, you got it right.
I always do.
Okay, that's debatable.
You can find Scott on Twitter at
Donald Duck.
your Daffy Duck,
That's right.
the black one.
Well, I don't want to bring race into anything here.
You didn't say that earlier.
I forgot
So
that he was
you just
black.
suddenly.
I didn't see color then. I
Oh.
see color now.
Fair enough.
My views have shifted like a Doppler effect.
Whoa!
Whoa! Dylan. Dylan is on Twitter at
Beep beep boo.
spelled
PEPEBOO.
beep beep boo.
That's the one.
I love it. Please change your name to that for a week. You can keep your handle, but
If
change
I remember
the name.
when this podcast
it'll
comes
go up in a
out.
couple weeks.
Yep.
Bug him about it.
Anyway,
That's it.
I guess we're done.
We're just done.
Tell me about your life next time.
For any of our viewers who have access to internet, we invite your comments.